Okay, people. Hello. We are live. Okay, so let me just get some technical stuff out of the way. The headphones are working. Here we go. Let's present, share screen. Let's do the entire screen, ladies and gentlemen, not just one of the screens. There we go. Hello. Thank you guys very much for joining me. No one is on here just yet, but that is all good in the hood. What is this little box? We don't care about the little box. All right, guys. Let you guys know that this is only for training. Okay, this is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, please go see a financial planner. Hello there, Fire Punch Black. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Let's do a couple little things first. Let's look at the dot card. Hey, I also want to tell you guys that later on this week, probably on Wednesday, I'll be live trading. I'm giving away a free funded 10K account on my flash trading, my flash funding. So look, here's my dot card. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, right? Those are all general. My flash funding is right here. Pip Connect, BASC, Market Bandits is a free Discord, and Badass Trades is a free Telegram. So there's one of each. But if you go to my flash funding, you can come into their Discord. Let's see here. And you can join their Discord. I'm giving away a $10,000 free account. And then by doing that, you guys can also be in their Discord. So there's that. That'll be happening later on this week. I don't see a whole lot of movement coming this week. Probably it's going to be kind of a stalemate until, let me get back on here, until Wednesday. So good morning. Yeah, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Michael and DC. Thank you guys there. Hey, make sure you guys join. I'm planning on Wednesday to give that free funded account away, right? $10,000. The CEO of My Flash Funding, I got with him and asked if he would sponsor the channel. We could work some stuff out. And he said he would give me 3 accounts a month to give away, 3 $10,000 funded accounts, right? So, as of right now, those fluctuate between $70 to $100 a piece. So without any discounts, it's $100. They're always doing some sort of promotion, and it ranges from 70 to 100. So when you come on to their Discord here, let's see, you can click on this discounts link, and let's just see what they're running as of right now. 25% off. So it's a $75 value, 25% off, $110 refund on all accounts. Flash 25 expires April 9th, which is tomorrow. First 500 users only. So yeah, but I will be giving away a free $10,000 account. I need to get with the CEO. Here he is right here, Blake. I need to get with him and see exactly how it's going to work. So I'm not sure if you buy it and then they refund you the money, or if he's going to give you some sort of special promo code that you can use when you sign up. I have to work out those details. I'll get with him later today on that. But anyways, so as you guys can see, Dirty 30. Let's zoom out just a bit. Let's go to the 4-hour. So again, we're going to look at the Dirty 30. We're going to look at NAS. We're going to look at gold, and we're going to look at the Forex pairs. If you guys are in one of the Discords that I'm in, you saw that I posted all of my markups last night. And yeah, we're going to review them and show you my thinking on that. So on US 30, if we just take a step back, we're obviously bullish, right, guys? It's no mystery. We want to get into buys more than we want to get into sells. Okay, I'm not saying you can't sell. I'm just saying it's better if we get into buys. So late last week, and I'm going to admit I actually lost this trade, and I don't know why I lost it, but I did. I was looking for this reversal, okay, and I was looking for a 3 Elliott wave pattern down to my buy zone so that I could buy. Initially, I took this trade last Thursday before Good Friday. If you could see, my stop loss got hit, which is unfortunate because I knew that this thing was going to sell off. I just knew with this momentum here. This gap right here was the opening gap from Good Friday on until Monday. And unfortunately, I got knocked out. I saw it. I really wanted to take the short again, but I'm trying to stay true to my rules. I got wicked out. I did not take the short. But originally, I mean, if you think about it, that was the trade. It was from there to there. It in most situations you would not have had that gigantic opening gap, which is just a pure liquidity grab, stop loss hunt, and then it sold off, right? And where was the TP on that one, right? Here's a 61.8 TP, 23 point, and there it is. It hit right there. And then if you look at Elliott wave, okay, first leg. That should have been the second leg right there. Retracement, third leg. So the Elliott wave is complete. Okay. Let's delete some of this stuff. So Elliott wave is complete. And then, as you guys know, I like to measure the second leg to find where its TP is, right? So again, we're going to do what the chart shows. The chart shows that it broke and it does not hit the 61.8. But in my opinion, this was the real top over here. All right, this area without that gap, and then there it is. It hit the 61.8, and now we're finding reversal. So on last Friday, maybe it was Thursday, I think it was Friday, when I saw that this hit the 61.8, and this is also the 88.6 here, which is our buy zone. US30 and NASDAQ love the 88.6 for turnarounds. And look, Doji, it closed above Doji, small candle. So this is telling me that there's some sort of reversal happening, right? Let's delete these fibs. So now we have the Elliott wave complete. We have the second leg hitting its TP. We have the 88.6. We've already got like 3 confirmations right there. The 4 hours oversold with RSI. We come down to the 1 hour. Look, it is also oversold with the RSI, and we have consolidation. We have this train is running out of steam. So I got in right there. You could have waited and then it retested my entry, but I have not protected by this point. And then it finally popped off in the afternoon time. So I have since then protected, and I have 100%. I have not taken any partials, and we are going. All right. We're up 400 pips right now on US30. And hopefully our real target is up here, guys. We think this is the bullish market, and we're hoping this breaks now. So we'll have to play it, because as of right now, if we come back out to the 4 hour and we look at structure, right, this still hasn't broken structure. This is still the lows. And so until it breaks these, we're still buying. All right. So we're just buying the pullback, buy the pullback, buy the pullback. And that's exactly what we did. So we need to have the confidence, or I need to have the confidence. You guys need to have the confidence to let this thing run. Now, is it just going to be a clean go straight to all-time highs? I don't know. Maybe it comes here and fools around, and then it comes back here and gets the double top, then fools around. No one knows. But I'm going to at least hold this main runner till TP1, and my TP1 is going to be the double top, this triple top area right here. So 4,018, 40018 would be my TP1. Maybe we shave off 18 profits, and we just go an even 4. All right. But we want to hold, maybe shave off half of this and let a good sizable runner go, because we're going to need to catch these big pips. Like, I want to catch some substantial money off this. And if it doesn't and it breaks even, guys. At least we have a free shot at the market. So pretty much the same thing on NAS. All right. So what do? We fibboed from the top, or the bottom, excuse me, to the top. Okay. We see that this is not the cleanest Elliott waves, but it is waves. Okay. 1, I think this gives us 4. 2, there's the good one. And then this is the final one. So, I mean, I don't know if you would want to consider this Elliott wave like this, right? It's definitely not clean, but you get the idea. It pushed down, it came back up, it really pushed down, retrace, and then there's the third leg. So I believe that correction wave has completed. And again, where are we at, guys? We're in our 78, 88.6 area. We have these wicks. We have these wicks down here that got filled in with this guy. And so this is the real swing bottom. This is the real bottom here. So we're bullish until this gets broken. Now, I do realize that this is liquidity, and it could get broken. Obviously, it could get broken. But we're taking a calculated risk, and we're doing one of these. So if this liquidity up here gets taken, we're still in a 2.41 to trade. But actuality, I've already protected. So now we're in 100% profit trade. We're zero risk, and we're really looking to take TP1 at that red line and then hold a substantial runner again, because if we come back out, let's say to the 12 hour, we are clearly bullish, right? Everyone can see it. So, I mean, if you just think about this, basically pushes up, retrace, buy the retrace, pushes up, retrace, buy, up, retrace, buy. So if you just hit these buys every time, you have a better chance of letting good runners. I mean, what if you would have bought right here? I mean, look, how many pips is that? I mean, good Lord, that's a bunch, right? So we want to take we do want to take partials. We want to put some money in the bank, but we also want to leave a substantial amount so that it can, if it does run, we're stacking. We're really putting some cash in the bank then. So that's exactly what I've done. Let's reset the chart here. We see that there is liquidity below. Eventually, this is going to get taken, but guess what? It did not break. So therefore, we are still bullish, and we're going to continue to buy until structure breaks. All right. There is short opportunities to be had, but again, those are not the ones you really want to leave long runners. Those are, I mean, those are riskier trades, right? We want to take the best trades. So as of right now, taking the buys in these opportunities are the best trades. I did not take this sell here only because we're triple topping. And once it broke, there was a sell there to be had. But for some reason, I didn't take it. I can't remember what I was doing. I know that I was out of town last week, and perhaps that's why I did not take this risk. But that would have been a hell of a trade there. But in the same strategy plays out, guys, we can play the second leg of a Elliott wave all day long. And so if you fib this, that move there, that strong indicator, let's just delete this fib, that fib there, letting you know that the bears are in charge, it pulls back to what, guys? It pulls back to 88.6. I say it all the time. NASDAQ loves the 88.6. There it is. And so if you would have taken a short, I mean, look at the risk to reward there. And then what do? You target the extension, 23.6. There's a 5-to-1 trade. So this strategy that I show you guys on the NAS in the 30 has a very defined stop loss, which is, you need that. It also has a very defined take profit, which in one case could be the double bottoms, double tops, which is still a 4-to-1. And then you target extensions with a substantial runner, 5-to-1, 5.3-to-1. Okay. So your risk is in check. There is not much room for guesswork, right? We're going to target the extensions, and we're going to use the 10% as a Fibonacci for our stop loss. So it's there. You're putting yourself in a good position. And this is what I love about my strategy, is that it keeps me out of bad trades. Okay. If we zoom back out on the 2-hour, guys, I'm not screwing around in here. I'm not taking these trades. These trades, I'm not messing with this stuff. Okay. I'm not messing with any of this. This is where money gets lost. This is where people lose trades here and here and here. Let's leave that crap alone. Let's play our fib zones. Let's play our buy zones. And if we can, which our goal is to zoom out, look at the bigger picture, look at the bigger Fibonacci's, and take the bigger buys. And we take the bigger profits. So if we got in here, our TP1 is 500 pips away. Our TP2 is up here at 800 pips. All right. I'd much rather catch 800 pips in 1 or 2 moves than try to scalp 800 pips out of this. Right. I do not want to try to scalp 800 pips out of this, or get into these small little dinker-dack moves and high risk and this and that, right? So I'm going to leave all that crap alone. I'm going to concentrate on the bigger stuff, the big fish. Now, just as I say that, let's look at Goldilocks. All right. So again, it would be smart for us to wait, but who says it's going to get down here? I mean, look at how bullish gold is. I mean, this thing is ridiculous, right? To the moon. So we want to be in buys. Well, I highly doubt it's going to come all the way down here and give us a buy signal. Like that's just a hell of a sell-off, and it has a broken structure. So what are we going to do? We're going to come to the smaller time frames and look for entries for a buy. Gold loves a 78.6. You heard it here first. Actually, I stole that from Stefano. All props to my boy Stefano. So I don't know what that guy's talking about. Okay, so look, here we go. And so we have a bullish push. We need to wait for the 78.6. So what I anticipate gold doing is, coming down and double bottoming, coming back up to the 236, then breaking it. And then that's where we buy to set an all-time high, guys. Okay, now the reason why I like this is because this is a low, right? I want to see it come down here and give me a double bottom, push up to the 236. Okay, when it does that, that would then have created liquidity. Okay, it's going to pop back up, and then it's going to target this liquidity. It's going to target this area to give it enough power. So what it's doing now is just collecting orders collecting buys and sells, and then it's going to snap those stop losses before it pushes up. So I want to be down here when it does that. Okay. I want to be down there. So that's what I'm targeting. I'm going to be patient and just wait for that. All right. That's the plan on Goldie. Could you try to short it? Yeah, but then you get caught in the same situation where I took a loss last week, trying to be cutesy and short off of this first rejection or whatever, and guess what happened? It smashed right through me. So cutesy time's over. We are only going to take the best trades. Let's look at the pairs. So just spoiler alert right now. Welcome, Volky. Mike says, welcome, guys. Volky, what up? Market Bandits, thank you guys for joining in. So thanks, guys. Hey, if you didn't hear before, I'm giving away a challenge account probably on Wednesday. Matt, since we're talking about that, let's just do this before we get into the pairs. Let's check out and see what news is bringing us for the week. And this is why I say Wednesday. All right, guys, we have European red folders and a British pound red folder. I don't really care about those. Japanese consumer confidence. Okay. This could perhaps be the turnaround for the Japanese market. The Japanese market, if I'm not mistaken, the central banks of Japan have decided to increase their interest rates, which is going to curb their inflation, which is going to, if you think about it, decrease the yen in supply, which is going to make the yen more valuable, and money from outside of the world is going to start flowing back into the Japanese market because now it makes sense for them to put their money there because of the interest rates, right? When they have negative interest rates or zero interest, a lot of the money was flowing out of the Japanese market, making the yen weaker. Well, the central bank has decided to reverse that, like America has done, and start putting inflation in the Japanese yen. So perhaps this consumer confidence will bring some movement on GJ tomorrow, on UJ, right? But anyways, let's look at Wednesday. Look, retail sales, right? These are Euro news, CPI for US on there, core inflation, right? And FOMC minutes come out on Wednesday. Yes, that's Wednesday afternoon, but this is major news and it doesn't happen until Wednesday. We really don't have jack crap until then. So why I say I'm going to live trade probably on Wednesday is because of that news. And so we can start to see some movement on the pairs at least, and then maybe on 30 and NAS. So let's reset this chart. Let's come back out to the daily. All right. So if we look at EU on the daily, down retracement, and then now it's kind of just in this area, right? I also see, if you look, there is somewhat of a pretty good fair value gap in this area right there. These lows and the last top of the candle was right here. So you have this area that this could retrace down into, which is also the Fibonacci extension on this, right? So if you look at structure, you see lows, obviously highs. Guess what? It broke. Okay. So if you're a trend line person, you could draw a trend line like that, and the trend line broke, showing us that the bears are starting to show back up. This then is now a lower high. So we have a lower low, we have a lower high. That's making me think this is going to start to sell off. And again, if you pull back, and if we think about this bigger picture, all right, kind of makes sense, does it not? So it kind of makes sense. So this just so now that's the retracement, and now it's turned. It's going to start selling back off. So I want to look for sells, and in the long run, I want to look for sells. Let's go to the 4 hour and check this out. Okay, so we've got sell. But what I'm doing here is I want to see if I can catch a double top, or if I can catch some sort of liquidity. If you look at this area up here, we've got these tops, right? We have these tops here and these tops here. We have this trend line. There is liquidity sitting above in that area. So hopefully, and I can play my risk reward because I'm using my Fibonacci's. Hopefully, I can catch a buy to come back up and retest this trend line, or come back up and try to get this liquidity before it ultimately sells off. It's a little bit of a riskier trade because I ultimately want to sell. But if you think about where the fibs are, we could have a smaller buy here, right? So we have a push down. We have a push up, push down, push up. So I mean, trying to look for the Elliott waves in this situation, right there, and then the push up there, push down. So it's kind of a three bottom and then the reversal. That's what kind of what I want to show, and I drew it bad, but you get the idea. All right. Where is it at? Low, low, low. 3 lows, 3 Elliott waves, and then the break of structure. Again, if you're a trend line guy, you could draw a trend line like that, and it broke structure to the upside. If I can get a pullback, I'm going crazy here. If I can get a pullback into this area, my risk to reward is proper, right? And my TP is going to be up here at the extension. Again, this would be a longer trade. It might take it 4, 5, 6 days to get up there, but I'm good for 4.5 to 1 trade. So for EU, let's see if we can get a pullback. And then ultimately, if we do catch a pullback up here to this area, we'll sell. We'll hold that for a long time. Hopefully, that'll be like more of a swing trade. All right. We can look at the DXY real quick since it's sitting here. DXY is kind of in the middle of no man's land. We've had the 3 Elliott wave push up, so I really don't know what it's going to do. And I like to look at the DXY on the daily. And again, we're kind of in no man's land. So DXY could go either ways. It has double topped, so therefore it could push down and grab this liquidity at the bottom before it finds support and pushes off. But this would be a good area for it to push down, especially considering that we've had 2 bullish candles and it did engulf these previous candles. So that's a strong bullish move with engulfing. But then we've got doji and a falling star. So it's kind of hard to really tell what the DXY is going to do. So I'm not putting a much interest in that because it could go either way. So I'm not going to weight the DXY in a lot of these decisions with this EU like I just did. So if the DXY drops, the EU is going to go up. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now. Let's look at GJ. All right. So let's come back down to a bit of a smaller time frame. Well, actually, let's start on the higher time frame so we can see. GJ, bullish. It's obviously, right? So we want to be in buys long term. Let's reset this real quick. Let me just check, make sure I'm not missing any chats. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, no more chats. Okay. So thank you guys, by the way, for stopping by. Please subscribe if you like any of this content. I'm trying to grow the channel. So look, we want to be buying on GJ, right? I've marked out that we've had an order block, which is just consolidation. And the reason why I call that an order block is because, as you can see, right, it consolidated, broke out, retested the top of this area, and then took off. So these are all the candles, and these are all the orders that led to that very bullish move. I want to see it come down and retest this order block, right? Because really, if you think about it, look at these sell candles right there. There are people that actually have sells right there, and there are people that have sells right here. That's why those candles are there. Now, this low came back and touched the top of that order block, okay? So I don't really count these candles because they've kind of got the pressure relieved. But these candles, these other ones are fresh. These sells right there have not been touched, right? These ones right here. So I want to see the market scoop this liquidity, knock all these buyers out of their stop losses, and come down and test this order block before it pops back off. So that's my situation here on GJ. That's where I'm looking at. So my strategy, if you guys don't know, is this. Go with the trend, look to where liquidity is, find the real true swing marker. For me, it's right here. Look for areas that it could turn around in, which is an order block. And look, there's our Fibonacci buy zone right there. So we've got confluences, right? We have liquidity being taken, we have order block, we have fib, we have going with the direction. That's 4 already. And if we could sweeten that up with the RSI being oversold or some divergence, then even better. And we're off to the races. So GJs, I'm looking for buys down here at the 189.19 area. GU, let's reset this, go back out to the daily. All right. Wick fill entry. I have this on the daily. Okay. So if you look at GU on the daily, we're just consolidating. We're gathering orders. Okay. The only thing that concerns me is this guy right here. That candle right there that broke out of this area there. Okay. So let me minimize the screen and you can see this is Wyckoff. Okay. You see how this is what's called a spring. You have a disbursement. It comes down. You have consolidation. And then you have a spring to take out all the stops, and then it pops off. Okay, so if we look at this, it's just upside down. It's the same thing, but upside down. We have it disbursement, Then we have it consolidating. Then we have the spring to take out all the stops from these people. And then we have a push off. So now what can it do? It's going to do two things. It's going to come back up and retest this area, right? In which case we could fib this move and then we could short it, or it's either going to break out and not give us that entry. It's going to retest the bottom and then go. Okay, so we don't know exactly. If it wants to come up this area, I'll be willing to short off of this Fibonacci area right there. That's why I have my fib here. Okay, perhaps we do need to make sure our fib is a little bit our stop loss is higher because we do have this wick fill candle over here that I put. So we have two choices. We could play that one, and we could go with a small stop loss, right? Or we could. That's probably the best entry, to be honest with you. Or we could play the higher up fib, which again the entries are almost the exact same. The only difference is where's our stop loss. So if you see the 88.6 on the higher fib is exactly or almost the perfect 88.6 on the smaller fib. So really the only thing is where's our stop loss, right? That's the only thing that's really mattered. The entry is basically the same. But we definitely want to make sure that our stop loss is covering this candle over here. It's covering this area. We don't want to get wicked out if it fills this gap, if it fills that candle. Okay, we don't want to get stop lost out just for that. Okay, so on GU, that's what I'm waiting for. Hopefully, it doesn't leave without us and do one of those. But that if that's a spring, it could very well do that. So just keep that in your mind. Perhaps you know, perhaps you could take one of these entries right there because that would be the retest and go. Okay. That's not my strategy. I'm not a retest and go guy, but if you want to take that strategy or perhaps be a breakout trader, which I obviously definitely do not suggest, but that is it. And that's just what I see. Wyckoff, spring, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not in the trade there yet, but if I am going to be in a trade, it's going to be up here at the 88.6, like I just said. It's going to be up here in this area with the stop loss right there, and then I'll be targeting extensions. So that's more of a again, these Forex trades are more of a swing trade. I'm just gonna let them go. For me, Forex moves so slow that I'd rather trade the 30 and the NAS and gold and whatnot on the 1 hour and then take pips. But these Forex pairs are just so slow. Let them go. All right. Canadian dollar, USD, Canadian dollar. Again, here's a plan A and plan B on this one. I see there's liquidity below and I see there's liquidity above. What's it going to do? If it pops off and takes out this liquidity above, I will sell at the fib zone. Okay. If it doesn't and it melts from here and breaks this trend line and takes all this liquidity, then I see this little order block. I see this little area. I'll buy down here at the buy zone. So it's just plain and simple plan A, plan B. What's it going to do? Let's just react. All right, because right now it's in between two different liquidity zones. Again, this is why I love the fibs because it keeps me out of all this crap. All right, you could just label this the no trade zone. All right, I'm not messing around in this area. I'm just going to wait for the best opportunities, and that's either up here or down here. I'm not going to let my money get taken in this consolidation. All right, so there's A and B. Let's just react to that. USD CHF, I did take a sell on this at market open last night. I was in drawdown, and apparently it looks like now that I'm back to break even on that, which is all good. This is on a daily. Actually, let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, so I was in a hair bit of drawdown, but let's go back to the daily to explain this chart. Okay, so as you can see, we are definitely selling. All right, and so that makes this our swing marker. That makes this our swing and our swing. All right, so we got to identify those. We come into a bit closer. We see the three-wave Elliott wave correction right into our sell zone. So our confluences are we're selling with the market. The Elliott wave correction is complete. We're in our fib zone. We've already got 3 right off the bat. On the daily, we're also seeing that it's oversold in the RSI. There's 4, right? And then I hesitate to call this divergent, but there's a double top there, and it did slightly get higher. If we come down, let's say to the 4 hour, okay, let's see what the RSI looks like on the 4 hour. But you can see, yes, it's divergent. You have a top here. This RSI is lower as this is getting higher. Okay, so we do have divergent there, and here, right? It's getting lower. clearly getting lower. So I popped my entry last night on that. And again, this Forex stuff moves so slow that I'm trying to catch all these pips. That's going to be a swing trade entry for me. It's a 3-to-3, but as this goes into profit, there's no reason why I can't start to shave this down. But to start with, it's a 3-to-1 trade, and all the confluences are there. We've got five or six, all right. And then of course, if there's a trend line below, which there is, that's liquidity. Right. So when I say liquidity, there's a lot of people who put in buy orders here and buy orders here. Let the banks come and smash these people out of their buy orders. Also, we're going with the flow of the market. So we'll target these extensions. All right. So that's that. And let's just look at the smaller time frame one more time. Let's reset the chart and come in here. Look, there's a clean double bottom. That is a clean double bottom. So this is going to come down and at least catch this double bottom. It's going to come down and at least break this for this liquidity, at which time we can protect, and then it's a free trade. Let's look at UJZ. This is the other trade that I took. Now, this is sketchy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I am selling USHF and I am selling UJ. I do not like this trade as much because we're at a triple top area, right? I don't like playing triple tops. Okay. It is what it is. I don't like it at all. This could very well pop through and be gone, right? And look at the market. So we're going against the market and we're playing a triple top. This is not a smart trade. But if I came down to I was like, you know what? Okay, here's the reason. If this does sell off, we zoom back out. Let's look at the weekly. Let's reset this chart. All right. When it did hit this level, look at how many pips it sold off. All right. Shit ton. 2,000. Okay. When it hit here, what did it sell off to? 1,100. So I'm saying, hey, maybe there's an opportunity we can catch 1,000 pips, or even, who knows, right? There's a shit ton of reward to be had. And there's a shit ton of reward and there's not a whole lot of risk. All right. So I'm willing to risk a little more than 0.5% here to see if this top holds. And again, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of this, but on a pure risk to reward situation, right? Top. I mean, don't get me wrong. This could fucking shoot right through this any minute and collect all this liquidity up here. But I'm sticking to my fibs. There's the top of the fib, the bottom. You could say that this was structure. I hate it when it does it there. You could say that this is structure and then this broke structure. All right. So perhaps we're in a situation where we can catch a banger. Don't over leverage on that trade. I'm not over leveraging on this trade, but I am in the trade. All right. So there's the trades that I'm in. I'm in UJ shorts, which coincides with the Swiss shorts. Chef, I call them Chef, CHF for short. All right. I'm in double shorts there. I'm not in EU yet. We are waiting for EU to come down and give us a go. GJ, again, we're waiting for down and go. GU, we're waiting for up and play the fib on that one. And the UCAD, we're A and Bing it. A and B, wait for either one of those two. In Chef, we're shorting. J, we're shorting UJs and UChefs. Okay, guys, that is all my pairs. That's everything I've got going on right now. Do you guys have any questions? Please put it in the chat. Also, guys, remind you, I'm doing this absolutely free. I don't charge any no paid courses, no signals, nothing like that. All I ask is you guys just please subscribe to the channel, and then hopefully one of these days YouTube, I'll get enough of you guys, and YouTube will pay me. Also, a big shout out to My Flash Fundings for giving me free counts to give away. So like I showed you, there's news on Wednesday. More than likely, I'll be live trading on Wednesday, and I will be giving some accounts away for free. Free challenges. I mean, it's a $70, $75, $80, $100 value. Okay. Here's the dot card. You guys always see me. There's my YouTube link, my Twitter, my Instagram, My Flash Funding. This is my referral link. So if you guys win this account, click here. And again, we'll sort that out. You can send me a message here on YouTube or on Discord or on Telegram. You can send me a message, either three of those, for whoever wins that. The one thing is, I do ask that you subscribe to my YouTube, and a bonus for people who are on my Twitter and Instagram as well. The Pip Connect. This is Andy Peters, and I have no connection to this at all. I've just been in this group for years now, and I like the community. I like going there, and that's the place where I show the majority of my trades. I'm most active is in the Pip Connect. BASC. I own Bored Ape Solana Club NFTs on the Solana blockchain. If you buy one of those, you get free access to their Discord. Market Bandits. Hey, this is a Nick's another guy's Discord. I have some people on the chat on the YouTube right now who are in this group. Hey, it's a great group and it's free. So if you're looking to get into a good community that's free, unlike the Pip Connect, this is free. Join these guys. These guys are killers on there. Same thing for Badass Trades. This is my boy Stefano, and probably my very first, or actually my second mentor ever. And this is also free. These guys are savages as well. Let's look at here. We can go to Badass Trade Talk, which is the one that I'm showing you a link to, and look at all these guys posting their trades, posting their stuff. All right. I mean, I haven't been on here since this morning. There's already 31 new chats. And yeah, so these guys are on here showing their stuff. I do show my stuff on here, but just not as much as the Pip Connect. So if we come back to Discord, again, here is the My Flash Funding Discord. You can see how it's laid out. All right. If you buy a Bored Ape Solana Club NFT, here it is. Here's its Discord, which is very thorough, as you can tell. And then I have Ape Follow Ape is what I'm here now. So I post my links there. And then you have Chart Admis, you have Solar Trades. Okay. You have different guys who are posting their trades here. All right. As you can see. Okay, so these guys have trades, and plus all the other stuff. If you're an NFT guy, you've got to be in here, because these guys are throwing out whitelist and they're just talking about crypto, and it's crazy. It's crazy how much information is on this Discord. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And then here's the Pip Connect, which is Andy Peters, and yeah. So here, I told you I'm most active in here. Here's my markups and stuff we just went over, and yeah. They also have a good trading chat. They also have one just for indices. They also have one that's just for Forex pairs. Okay. So check out those Discords and that Telegram. Tell them I sent you. Tell them I said hi and all that good stuff. So as far as live trading today, the market is open. Let's go back to the indices. Again, I'm already in trades, but let's come down to the 1 hour and see if there's anything to be had for people who aren't in. So if you're not in these trades, I mean, you could definitely play the retest, right? If this does come down and gives you a retest, then I would take that trade. Also, if we're a fib trader and now this is starting to show signs of a turnaround, you can fib this, all right? And you could get in the trade right on the 78.6 or the, excuse me, 88.6 for this. So this would be your entry is in this area, then your stop loss would be below. Let me delete that and do it again. So if you're not in any of these trades, there's your signal showing that it popped off. Your entry would then be down here. All right. You'd want to, if you want to do a smaller time frame, you'd want to target these areas. But again, I'm targeting way, 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 way up there. All right. So if you're not in 30, play that fib, and then you have a small stop loss. I mean, look at how small your stop loss is. All right. And your potential TP would be right there for a 5.6 to 1 trade. All right. That's a banger. NASDAQ, same thing. Okay. Look, it's shown you that the bulls have showed up. All right. So fib this out. Okay. See if you can get an entry in our zone, which is right here. All right. Let me delete this. If you can catch an entry, because look at this wick. All right. Let me clear this stuff up. I don't need it. I'm already in the trade. Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. What if you could catch an entry on this wick fill? Maybe you take the trade just a little bit early, maybe at the 786 or like halfway between the 786 and the 88.6. Maybe you catch it there, and then there's your stop loss, and then your TP1 is the 61.8. You're looking at a 5 to 1 trade. That's a shit ton of pips. All right. That is a shit ton of pips. I mean, what if you take this trade right now and you bank 517 pips, and then you leave a good runner? So It's just coming. I mean, look at this fair value gap. I mean, what the market's doing is to be expected, right? Here's the top of this wick, right? Here's the top of this last sell candles in this area. But look at how you haven't had any sort of retracement in this whole area right here. There's been nothing. It's just been gone, right? So it's going to fill in this area, which is okay. No big deal. Yeah, I truly think this is the turnaround with this momentum. Come down, all good, pop off. So if you're not in NAS, see if you can catch that. If you're not in 30, see if you can catch that. And with Goldie, um, it's still Elliott waving up. So I want to see this break, and I'll get into here. So 2286 area would be my entry for Goldie. I don't think this is going to happen today. Look how far away it is. So there's probably not a trade on Goldie, but there very well damn could be a re-entry on NASDAQ right here at the 78.6 and an entry on Goldie if it gives it to us. Because this is what this is, guys. This is just pure consolidation, right? You went into the weekend on Friday. Now it's pre-market. It's just consolidating. It's gathering orders. Because I can tell you right now, there's a shit ton of people shorting right now. There's a shit ton of people shorting. And the reason being is, they're not completely wrong. Because if you look at the market structure, or let's go to the 2-hour, why would you not short? Right? Why would you not short? You had a double top. It should have been a double top. That big gap on Easter, it's kind of screwed the double top, but you have a double top. You have a break of structure, right? And you have downward momentum. So yes, I can guarantee there are plenty of people who are selling right there. They are not wrong. But we want to go with the flow of the market. We want to target those people. We see that there is liquidity sitting right there. We see that there is a gigantic fair value gap right here. Okay, we see this. The market hasn't been retraced. Thinking of all the money that's sitting up here from all these people. Look at all these people selling right there. Okay, their stop losses are at break even or in profit. So if I was a banker, A, I want to buy this market up, right? And B, I have a clear target ahead of me. So why would I not want to screw around, collect some more sells, maybe a little dip down to retest, put the if they put the majority of their if they put orders in here, why would they not want to come down and retest and put more orders in and then smash the shit out of all these people? All right. So that's what we're going to do. I'm already in. I got in down here. I did break even, which, maybe might be a mistake because they might want to come and double this up and double bottom it and knock me out. I don't know. I'll have to see how that goes, but I'm in the trade. I'm protected. It's a 100% free trade for me. And I'm in like down here at the bottom somewhere. So it is what it is. If they tap me out, then they tap me out. At least I had a free swing at the bat. Right. And let's see. As of right now, I'm trying to wait to see if this thing will pop back up. Give me 1 second. Close that. Let me just refresh it. As of right now, I'm up 3.5%. And I'm in a little bit of drawdown on the UJ and the UCHF. UCHF is basically break even. It's like $1 drawdown. And UJ is basically breaking even too. It's like $11, which isn't shit, right? But I am in good profit, 2% on NAS and 1.7% on 30. So I'm just gonna let them go. All right. 8:44. I've got to drop my daughter off at school. Market is open. Again, we're looking to see if you can find a retest on those. Let me check the chats one more time to see if anybody has said anything. Which of your discords was big on crypto and NFTs? It's the Bored Ape Solana Club. Cool that the founder is working with you. Yeah. Bored Ape Solana Club. Let me show you one more time. You can go to Magic Eden, which is the marketplace, and you look at BASC. Once you buy a BASC, then you get access to their Discord. So here's a very good lesson for you guys. If you want to get into NFTs, make sure that you buy an NFT that has functionality. MAG Eden. Let's see if that'll pop up. Magic Eden. Yeah. Marketplace for NFTs, right? Click right here. And I have this on my other computer. This is my trading computer. And I don't like to go to a lot of crazy websites on this computer. So I don't have my Bored Ape stuff loaded on this computer. But if you do Let's see if it'll pop up. Yeah, right here. Bored Ape Solana Club. Not this one. That's a fake one. This one with the real logo with the check mark next to it. All right. So you're seeing that right now the floor is like 2 or something. It said the floor was 1.59. 2.13. All right. And if you go and we look at Solana, that should be a couple $100. Red. Let's see Solana. So Solana is at $180 right now. Let's just So 180 is what, 300 and something dollars. Yeah, $360. So for $360, you buy one of these apes, pick one out, whichever one you want, and then you get access to the Discord, which is crazy. So if you think about it this way, you buy a Bored Ape. Not only is the price of Solana going up, as we just saw, but then the price of the Bored Ape, as the community gets larger and gets better, also goes up. So you're double dipping. Okay, guys, I have to run. I can hear my daughter in the background. I'm sure you can as well. Thanks for joining in. Let's stand by on Wednesday. More than likely, we're going to trade live on Wednesday. Let me share screen. Okay, get out of here. So thank you guys very much. Please smash subscribe. Tell your buddies about it. Tell your friends about your trading. Help me grow the channel. I'll keep putting out content, and we'll be giving away these funded challenges. If you have any more questions, please put it in the comments. I will reply to you. If you have any special requests for a certain video, Elliott waves, Fibonacci's, this and that, or whatever, please put it in the chats. I'll do my best to make a video that you can understand and put it together for you. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.